day 2 to my honorable channel. Today we're going to talk about candlestick patterns. It's our first lesson. In fact, this lesson I think we will have to divide it into 3 main episodes because it's a lot. It's a very broad something, right? So we may not be able to cover all of them in just one lesson, but I think after this lesson you have a clear idea of what candlestick patterns are and also how to use them. So today's lesson we are going to look at 2 main categories of candlestick patterns, which are first we will talk about bullish candlestick patterns, right? And then we will also talk about bearish candlestick patterns at the bottom there. In fact, knowing these guys is a very salient achievement in your trading journey, which you don't want to miss, right? You see, I've already introduced you to support and resistance, and if you could remember, I told you in the video that you can't use support and resistance alone, right? Let me display something here. Let's say this is your support, your resistance, right? This is also your support. Price is moving like that, right? And now get to your resistance level. Do you have to just take a trade when price reached here? No, we don't do that, and it's not advisable because you may not know whether price will break the resistance or reverse. So you have to wait for a confirmation candlestick patterns or a confirmation candlestick. Once price gets to your point of interest, that's your resistance, and only after that you will be advised to pick a trade or enter any position. Likewise, let's say oh my god, I'm coming. So let's say you have, let's consider another scenario here, right? You have your support here and also your resistance, right? Price moves straight to your supports. You are not advised to just take position or enter the market because price has reached your support thinking it will reverse. No, right? You don't make the market. Know that this market is being run by the big guys, so we only follow their footprint. The signs that they leave behind is what we follow in order to make money, and not just money, I mean more money, right? So that's why I always say you always need to learn before you earn. If you try to earn before you earn in trading, you will learn the hard way, trust me. And I don't really appreciate stories that touches the heart. So hence we are going to learn candlestick patterns today. There are I think 2 main ways in which we can use candlestick patterns profitably. Let me illustrate them for you. The first one is what I just did. That's using them to spot reversals, like trend reversals. You see, we've already done market structure, so when I say trend, you should know what I'm talking about, right? If you don't know about trends, you can just go to my channel. You get that video that talks about market structure, right? So one, we can use candlestick patterns to enter a trending market. That's a trend continuation. Let's say we are bullish, right? When market is actually moving like this, right, meaning it is trending upwards, but you should know that market doesn't move in a straight line. If it was to move like this, everyone would have been rich. Market will be moving like this, right? Impulsive when we are in an uptrend like that, you see, to frustrate you, right? So when are we supposed to enter market? When there is an impulsive move. Let me change my cursor. Whenever there is an impulsive move upwards, right, obviously there's going to be a retracement. So we'll wait for that retracement. And when will we know that the retracement is over? That is when we see a reversal candlestick pattern. That's a bullish reversal candlestick pattern here. The same thing applies to this guy here and also this here. So on the retracement, we will be looking for bullish reversal patterns to enter this market and ride it all the way upwards. That's if you didn't get the signal to enter the market here. You can enter whenever there's a retracement. You wait for a candlestick confirmation or a bullish reversal pattern, and then you enter. Likewise, when there is a downtrend, right, price will be moving like this. It will give an impulsive move, a correction, just like that, right? Sometimes it will just frustrate you, come down, you see that, like that. So on or in a bullish market, in a bearish or a downtrend market, we only enter the market in the trend line reversal, in the resistance trend line, right? So when in a downtrend, whenever there is a correction move, we'll wait for a bearish reversal pattern here, right, at these sections before we can take any positions, right? So being able to draw your support and resistance, you can actually use these candlestick patterns as your confluences, right? So without wasting my time, what are some of the candlestick patterns you need to spot here? So one, let's discuss this before. One, we were talking about the use of candlestick patterns. First, we can use them to identify the end of a trend. Thus, when trend reaches our support and resistance, right, we will be looking for the candlestick patterns here at these sections. And also when price is moving towards your resistance, you don't have to wait till it reaches here before you enter the market, right? There are lots of money to be made in this whole move here. So since price will be moving like this to the resistance, we will be spotting candlestick bullish reversal patterns here, and this is where we will be entering the market. So please, why don't you subscribe to my channel, since I'm trying my possible best to at least make you smile in money, make you feel money daily in your day-to-day activities. You know, trading it can be a full-time job, right? And it's actually going to pay you more than your government or any other employer in Africa will pay you. So let's go and then look at some of the candlestick patterns, and after that we'll go into my chart and I will show you where some of them formed, right? And one thing, okay, I'll tell you that when we get to the charts, okay? So today we are only going to discuss these candlestick patterns. So first, let's talk about bullish Okay. All right. Let me box this guy like this. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about the first four candlesticks. After that, we will come to um the ones below, right? But one thing I want you to know before we start is this. You see this guy here, right? The one at 8 bottom here, right, at the opposite direction downwards here, is the corresponding opposite of the one we have up there. So please take note, so when we are discussing it, you don't get confused, right? Thank you very much. Okay, so the first candlestick I would like us to talk about is the bullish engulfing candle, right? Is the bullish engulfing candle. This candlestick pattern is a reversal pattern or for a bullish market. That's when a market is trending downwards, right? You will be looking to spot this pattern at the bottom or the swing low of the trend, right? And whenever you see this bullish engulfing, it's actually made up of two candlesticks. That's first a bearish candle and secondly a bullish candle. But this is the criteria: the bullish candle should totally engulf the bearish candle. As you can see here, the bullish candle formed below, or it takes out the low of the first bearish candle and also closes above it. So whenever you are in a trend market, right, a bullish trending market, and let's say there's a retracement, you can be looking to spot a bullish reversal pattern. Or whenever you are in a downtrend and the market reaches your support level, right, you can be looking out to see a bullish engulfing candle, and whenever you spot it, it is likely that the trend may be about to change and you can enter the market, right? The next one I would like us to talk about is this pattern. In fact, it's a very, very powerful candlestick pattern. It is called the morning star pattern. First, you will see a bearish candle, whether on a retracement or on a support, followed by a small body candle or a doji, an indecision candle. And after that, you will like to see another bullish another bullish a bullish candlestick, right? So this morning star is made up of 3 candlesticks, and when you spot this at your support or at the end of a retracement in a bullish trend market, you can actually anticipate for a buy for a trend continuation. We'll also talk about this guy. This is a bullish pin bar, right? The color doesn't matter. All you need to see, right, at the bottom of a downtrend for you to anticipate a buy is a small body candle like this, with either no or less, or a very tiny or little upper wick, and then a very long wick or tail you see at the downside. In fact, when you spot this guy either on your support or at the end of retracements, you can, and you see, one thing about candlestick patterns is this: they are very important only at where they form. You don't actually consider candlestick patterns when you see them forming at places like this. You see, let's say there's a resistance, a support, right? Okay, price is moving like this. You see that, like this to this. You see, so let's say you see a candlestick pattern here, a reversal pattern here. You see, this is not a support. Price has actually gone from the support, right? So when you see the patterns in a no man's land, like a place here, you don't really consider them. That's why I said you only consider them based on where they formed. And the last bullish reversal pattern I would like us to talk about is the bullish harami pattern. In fact, harami is actually a Japanese language, right, which means pregnant. So as you consider this pattern here, you can see it looks like a pregnant woman. You see that? So it's like this bearish candle, right, is impregnated, and it's going to give birth to this bullish candle here. And you see the outcome whenever you see this pattern in a reversal, on a demand or a support zone, or the end of retracement in a bullish market, you can anticipate for a buy. So all these guys down here are the exact opposite of what we've discussed so far. So here we have what we call the bearish engulfing pattern, right? I'm actually talking about this guy here, which you anticipate to see it at a resistance level. In fact, it is made up of a small bullish candle engulfed by a big bearish candle. So when you spot this at your resistance level, you should know that maybe the bullish trend might be over, so you should anticipate for a sell or a reversal. Also, you see this evening star pattern here, just like we discussed here. This guy is made up of first a bullish candle. That's when market is going up, it reaches your resistance, or it's about to reverse. You see a bullish candle followed by a small doji candle. In fact, for the smaller or indecision candle, the color doesn't really matter, right? And right after this doji candle, you are expecting to see a big, right, a big body sized bearish candle. And when this happens, you should anticipate for a sell, right? Same thing applies to this guy that we are about to discuss here. This is the bearish pin bar, right? This is the bearish pin bar. Some also call it the hanging man or the inverted hammer. It's the direct opposite of this guy here, right? So you expect to see this pattern, right, on your support level, right, or on your demand zone. And when you see it, you should anticipate to see this guy at the end of the bullish trend, right? That's when market is trending upwards, and then you see this inverted hammer, or in fact the names of these guys doesn't really matter. Take note, what you need to know is the pattern, like having them, or you can even draw them somewhere or save this image. If you are in our billionaires club, I'll actually drop this picture there. All you have to do is to be able to identify them and know what they means or its significance to your trading career. So we also talk about this bearish harami. That's when you see a big bullish candle followed by a smaller this thing, right? Note that the difference between this engulfing is that the bullish candle that comes first is very small and the bearish will engulfs it. Same thing applies to the bullish engulfing, where the bearish candle that comes first is small, which one, and this one will engulf it, right? So whenever you see this bearish harami pattern at the end or on your resistance zone, you should know that the trend is about to change, and hence you should anticipate for a sell. So let's go into my chart on MT5 and we'll try if we can identify some of these guys and if they really worked. Thank you very much. All right, so this is my MT5 on which I trade volatility 75 index. It's actually the main asset I trade, right? It's actually the main asset I actually trade, right? So on this, I'm actually on the daily time frame, right? On the daily time frame. One thing about support and resistance. Oh, sorry guys, I actually set an alarm and it tried to disturb, right? Okay, so let me delete everything here and then um we see a clear chart, right? If you remember when I was teaching you guys about support and resistance, I said there are places where price reaches and then reverse, right? When price reaches a section and then it reverse, that place can be termed as our support and also our resistance. So I'm actually on the weekly time frame, right? I'm on the weekly time frame and I'm going to mark my support and resistance, and after that we will switch to the lower time frames like the daily or the 4-hour time frame to spot these guys. In fact, if you want to be profitable trading, consider trading or taking all your actions on the higher time frame. For entering of trades, I will show you how to enter, but you should mark your support and resistance, expect your reversal patterns on the higher time frames, right? You mark your support and resistance on higher time frame, you switch to times 2 lower time frames, and then okay, so you let me mark my trend lines and also my support and resistance. Okay, so let me mark this trend line here, right? You see how price was respecting it right before it actually breached this trend line here, right? Okay. Okay, when we come here to, you see price reaches this spot here and then reversed. So let me also mark this guy here as a support. You can see price reached there and it reversed. We can even extend it here, right? Before it's actually, you see, even here it was respected as well. Because one thing about support and resistance is that they are actually zones, not specific spots, right? You can see on the weekly time frame, price is actually consolidating, right? Price is actually consolidating in this zone. I hope you can see it, right? Price is consolidating here and also there. Let me also draw this line here, right? I'm actually drawing, oh, this guy will disturb. Okay, I'm actually drawing my support and resistance, and then after that we'll look at how price the candlestick patterns that price has been forming. Let me draw another one here because price reached this guy here and then it reversed, right? So these are my support and resistance. You see, you can draw as many as you like, right? But always try to keep your chart clean. You see that? Try to keep your chart clean. All right, so as I've drawn this guy on my weekly time frame. Let me switch to the daily time frame and then we will see something. So this is actually my support, right? So look at what happened here, right? So we draw this support here, price reached here and it reversed, right? So when price was coming, look at what happened. Price got back to the resistance, right? Gave us what? An evening star, which is made up of a bullish candle, an indecision, and then a bearish candle. And price, right after that, price reversed downwards. You can see that. So these guys, they really works. Look at something here. Here price was moving from this guy to the upside here. Look at how it was moving. It was moving in. When we switch to the 4-hour time frame, I will actually show you something. Let me draw something here. Let me draw a line here, so we will actually use that line. Now let me switch to the 4-hour time frame and we will all see something. Look at how price was moving to the upper side, right? You see, there's always an impulsive and then a correction move. Look at this correction move down here. You see, price actually gave us is this an evening star or a morning star? The name really doesn't matter. You can see there's also engulfing stick here, another engulfing candlestick. You see, so whenever price retraces, we can anticipate for a reversal candlestick pattern. We also have this guy here, which is called a tweezer button. We didn't talk about, but I can even show you here. That's when you see a bearish and also a bullish candle, right, on the same level. You see, it's like they have the same line which they are resting on. When that thing happens, you can anticipate for a reversal pattern. So you should go to the asset you trade, whether you trade GBP, USD, mark your support and resistance, look at all your retracements, and then consider the candlestick patterns that really happened for price to move either upwards or reverse. And those are the candlestick patterns that really works on that asset, because every asset has their unique candlestick patterns that works, right? So as you can see, bearish engulfing and also tweezer tops or harami patterns, bearish harami patterns are actually playing important role, right? You see engulfing here, you can see. So whenever you start seeing these guys, you should know something is about to happen. Obviously, when you are trading volatility 75 index, you can see what's happening here, guys. You can actually see. So that is the reason why I decided to teach you candlestick patterns today, so you can backtest. You can actually backtest, and then whenever you see them forming on your key zones, you should know something is about to happen, and you can anticipate your next move. In fact, thank you very much for tuning into my channel. This is Smart Money AI, is Stanley One. See you another time with another incredible video. If today happens to be your first time, please subscribe. At least you are actually going to get value in this content. So why don't you leave a like? At least like the video, drop a comment, and then see you another time. Bye bye.